Across multiple scientific disciplines, from biophysics to neuroanatomy, modern research is illuminating an elegant reality. The human body is not merely mechanical, but an electromagnetic, crystalline, and light-emitting organism. These measurable properties are now being validated through empirical methods, confirming what many spiritual traditions have long maintained, that the human form is a sacred vessel, capable of perceiving and transmitting subtle energies, structured to harmonize with both Earth and cosmos. Human cells are continually emitting a soft, ultra-weak field of light. Known in the scientific literature as ultra-weak photon emissions, UPEs, these emissions occur naturally during metabolic reactions, particularly oxidative phosphorylation within the mitochondria. Detected via highly sensitive photomultiplier systems, this cellular light has been studied extensively with fluctuations observed in response to changes in energy metabolism and oxidative stress. Beyond their biochemical role, biophotons, as they are often called, are being explored for their potential in intracellular communication and quantum coherence within the living system. These findings align strikingly with ancient systems of knowledge. In Ayurvedic and yogic sciences, the body is described as an energetic matrix, composed of nadis, subtle energy channels, and chakras, energy centers. The presence of biophotonic fields may be the scientific correlate to what the ancients described as prana, or life force, radiating through and around the human form. At the center of the brain lies the pineal gland, a pea-sized endocrine organ situated in the epithalamus. In scientific terms, the pineal gland regulates melatonin and synchronizes circadian rhythms with light and darkness. However, studies have confirmed that the pineal gland also emits spontaneous photon emissions, even in the absence of light stimuli. Zhang recorded this emission in vitro from rat pineal tissue, indicating that the gland possesses a degree of photonic activity, possibly serving an internal photoreceptive function. Spiritually, the pineal gland has been identified for thousands of years as the third eye, the ajna chakra in yogic systems, and the seat of the soul in Platonic and esoteric Christian teachings. The pineal is described as a locus of inner vision and transcendent awareness. The confirmed presence of piezoelectric calcite microcrystals within the gland adds further depth. These rhombohedral crystals are structurally similar to the otoliths of the inner ear and exhibit non-centrosymmetric properties, allowing them to generate electrical potentials in response to mechanical or electromagnetic stimuli. This capacity to convert vibrational signals into bioelectrical activity makes the pineal a plausible bioelectromagnetic transducer, a bridge between environmental energies and endocrine signaling. Esoteric traditions have long emphasized practices such as meditation, chanting, and stillness to activate this center. From a biophysical perspective, these techniques may stimulate the pineal's crystalline structures, encouraging coherent electrical activity and possibly increasing biophoton output, providing a physical basis for altered states of consciousness or visionary experience. This crystalline architecture is mirrored throughout the body. The human skeletal system is composed of hydroxyapatite, a crystalline calcium phosphate compound that is piezoelectric in nature. When the bones are subjected to mechanical pressure, such as movement or rhythmic contraction, they generate subtle electrical charges. This piezoelectricity has been studied in relation to bone growth and remodeling, but it may also reflect a deeper principle, that the body responds to movement not only biomechanically, but electrically and energetically. The ancient use of movement-based spiritual practices, such as Qigong, Hatha Yoga, and Sufi whirling, may have been developed to optimize this flow of internal bioelectricity through the crystalline matrix of the form. Further evidence of the body's sensitivity to subtle fields lies in the presence of magnetite in the human brain. Kirschvink demonstrated that these naturally occurring magnetic crystals are present in the meninges and frontal lobes, capable of responding to weak geomagnetic fields. Magnetite plays a role in magnetoreception in migratory species. In humans, it remains under study. Still, its location in the frontal cortex, an area associated with higher reasoning and inner vision, echoes esoteric concepts of spiritual orientation and noetic navigation, terms historically used to describe alignment with higher will or divine intelligence. The heart, long revered in spiritual teachings as the seat of compassion, intuition, and soul presence, is now recognized to possess an intrinsic cardiac nervous system. Approximately 40,000 neurons are embedded within the heart, capable of autonomous processing and communication with the brain. The heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field of any organ, measurable several feet from the body, and this field dynamically shifts in relation to emotional states. Research from the HeartMath Institute has shown that states of heart coherence, characterized by rhythmic heart rate variability, create synchrony between the heart and brain. These states correlate with improved focus, emotional resilience, and intuitive insight. From a spiritual framework, this reflects the idea of the heart as a center of knowing, aligning intellect with higher consciousness when coherence is cultivated. Information flows bidirectionally between heart and brain, yet over 90% of afferent signals travel from the heart to the brain, not the other way around. This neural dialogue shapes the function of key brain centers, including the amygdala and prefrontal cortex, responsible for emotional regulation and decision-making. The physiological heart, then, is not simply a pump, it is an intelligent field generator that may serve as a bridge between cognition and conscience, awareness and action. Together, these findings form a coherent model of the human as a multidimensional being, not metaphorically, but measurably. We are bioelectrical, crystalline, and photonic. We emit light. We generate and respond to electromagnetic fields. We contain within us the structures and pathways to perceive subtle energies and possibly even to interface with non-local forms of information. Spiritual traditions may have described this reality through symbols and metaphors, but science is now identifying the substrates. The Ajna chakra corresponds to the photoreceptive pineal. The light body mirrors the measurable biofield and biophoton emissions. The energetic spine, Sushumna, corresponds to the central nervous system, flanked by Ida and Pingala, akin to sympathetic and parasympathetic systems. These parallels suggest that ancient contemplative systems encoded empirical knowledge, awaiting correlation with modern language. As these worlds of knowledge continue to converge, a more integrative understanding of the human being is emerging, one that is not limited to material biology, but includes the subtle architecture of energy, intention, and awareness. This fusion of empirical evidence with spiritual insight does not reduce spirituality to mechanism. Rather, it reveals that the body itself is a luminous instrument, designed not only to survive, but to perceive, resonate, and awaken.